Hey guys, it's Kay. I hope you're all well. Now in today's video, I'm looking at a great TV and movie app, and believe me guys, you're gonna like this one, as there's no adverts and you don't need to sign up or create an account to use it. And of course, one of the most sought after features, we can use this app with our remote control of our device. And most importantly, you don't need to use any location spoofing software to use it either. So in this video, I'm going to go through the positives and the negatives of this app, show you some of the features and the content of the app, and finally finishing off showing you how and where to get it. If you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest tech tutorials, reviews and unboxings, I do everything including Firestick, Raspberry Pi and Android TV tips and tricks, so subscribe and hit the notification button. Okay, as soon as you log in, this is the home screen you are greeted with, and the first thing you see on the home page is the most recently watched program. And below that we've got featured movies with loads of content here to keep you busy. We've got a movie here with Tom Selleck, I think, Rambling Man. Now that actually reminds me of somebody I know close. We've got Tom Hanks with Mazes and Monsters. Gosh, he looks young there. Now if you look towards the right, you can see there's a total of 23 movies featured here in this featured movies category. Now obviously this will change throughout the week, so you're going to get different selections of movies here. When you find one you're interested in, just click on it to play it, and it will come up almost instantaneously. This is what we expect from an official app. Now if you do press the select button on your remote, you can see some information about the program, including the title and a brief description. And you've got your basic general controls: play, pause, fast forward, up next, and play previous content. You can also add and remove subtitles by clicking on the CC button. Now if you press the select button and move across from information, you'll see some recommended movies and titles. And these are recommended titles depending on what you're currently watching. So this is a handy feature if you get bored of what you're currently watching and you want to watch something else. You can select it straight from here within the current program and start watching this new program immediately. Now as I mentioned before, you've also got access to TV programs and the associated TV series for those programs. So just by selecting the TV program you're interested in, you'll go to its respective homepage, and from there you can see all the TV series and episodes on one screen, and you can scroll down and across to view any of the episodes and series. And as you can see, some of these series are huge with loads of episodes. And by selecting one, you can see you go straight in with no pauses or issues. And the great thing is, once you're in, you can also bring up the related programs and then switch between episodes. Such a cool feature. Now as you can see, there's tons of content on the featured TV category, ranging from all types of genres. And below the featured TV category, we get a selection of popular categories. So these are categories which are currently popular in terms of viewing audience. And the cool thing is, when you go into one of these categories like Western, they're split down even further into more categories. And for me, that's a cool feature because it's going to easily help me find those musical Westerns I'm so fond of. Now back to the categories, you can see we've got up to 12 categories that are popular at the moment. Now if that isn't choice, I don't know what is. Now below popular categories, we've got classic TV shows, where we've got lots of golden oldies, and there's some more recent programs here as well. And below that we've got food and lifestyle. Me personally, I just love watching useful stuff that I'm going to use. And below that we've got the critical darlings category, a bit of a strange one, but whatever floats your boat. But seriously, it looks like melodramas and relationships. Now the next one of course is a pretty popular one, and it's a new movie arrivals. And I'm already liking the look of this. There's some pretty modern titles here. Okay, moving along, we've got Celebrate Women's History Month. So whatever that means to you, it's all here. And of course it's basically women in leading roles. Now the next category is a firm favourite of one of the members of my family, and it's True Crime TV. And who'd know there'd be so much crime on TV. Now below that we've got an excitingly named category, and it's Discover. So this is basically stuff you wouldn't go out searching for, but because it's there you might browse it now and find something you like, because it's so appealingly presented. Okay, going back up and down we've got new TV arrivals, and new in the relative sense. So already I can see some classics here and some pretty cool interesting ones I'm going to be looking at. Now quickly moving on, we've got top thrillers below that, and below that a very firm favourite of mine, martial arts classics. And if I can find some Jackie Chan, I'll be a happy bunny. Next below that we've got Great British Crime, only 2. I thought there was more than that in the UK. Moving on, down below we've got Black Cinema, always a good one to have a look at guys. Now below that we've got top rom-coms and dramas, bit of a mouthful there. And below that of course something that you Americans will love, westerns and western TV. Then we've got the popular on Film Rise category, followed by the Great British Binges, and then Faith and Inspiration. I think we all need a bit of that these days. And then why not follow it on with some family movies. So for me, this is one of the important categories, especially in the holiday seasons. Keeps the kids busy, and judging by this section, there's loads here to choose from. And below that, keeping with the kids theme, we've got animated classics. And next we've got something for the teenage generation, reality and documentary TV. And as I mentioned earlier, we've got a favourite of mine, Great British Comedy. And there's a bit more content here. Now guys, if you've got this far, it's great to have you and your support. And if you are enjoying the content, please do leave a comment below suggesting your best apps that I haven't covered already and you'd like to see reviewed here. And of course, I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Okay guys, now we are coming towards the end of these categories, but there's still a few worthy ones to look at, and one of those being exciting action. Now I'm not sure that action can be anything other than exciting, but there you go. Okay, and below that we've got Binge-Worthy Miniseries. Now of course, I know a lot of our friends in America love this next category, and it's called Sci-Fi and Paranormal. So guys, as you can see, there's tons of content here, and really it'll take me ages to go through all these categories. So I'm going to leave you to explore these categories for yourselves. And I'm going to move on a bit further down these categories. So we've come to a section called Suggested Channels, and these are basically channels with different types of categories in them. History, paranormal, Spanish, indie. You can see it's split up into 19 categories. Now the cool thing is, this app doesn't just stop here. If you slide to the left, you can see we've got more menus, and the content is categorized further into TV and movies. So again guys, it's basically more of the same categories, but we've got a distinction between movies and TV shows. Now below movies on the main menu, we've also got recently added. So this is cool if you just want to go into the app and see what's new. And they've done something new here. They've listed all these shows in alphabetical order. Never seen that one before. So the naming goes from A to Z and then 0 to 9. So below recently added, we've got some information about the app. And finally below, we've got a useful search function. Just type in a few letters of the title and it'll come up with some search suggestions. Pretty neat if you ask me. Okay, so if you haven't already guessed, this app is called FilmRise and it's available on the Google Play Store and the Android iOS App Store. Just head on over to your relevant app store and search for FilmRise. Now if that doesn't work for you, you can try this alternative method. Just go to your respective app store, now in my case this is Google Play Store, and download the downloader app. And once you've got it, open it up and type the following URL in the browser field: bit.ly/30TJEV, and then just press return on your keyboard. And it should eventually start processing the file and you should get it downloaded onto your device. And then from here just click on install and it shouldn't take long. And then from here click on done. And then click on delete to delete the APK file, as we no longer need it, it's already been installed. And that's it guys, you've installed the FilmRise app. And now you can go to your home screen and then just launch from your applications menu. So guys, if you found this video helpful, do us a like and maybe consider subscribing, as I do tons of content like this and your support is always welcome.